Let's do some RIIP reps. We're going to get stronger, we're going to learn to turn and burn, and stop on a dime.
Always train safely with well-cushioned, stable athletic shoes and 6 feet by 6 feet of clear, non-slip space. Do not use loose carpets or mats. The mats in our videos are secured to the ground. With your feet shoulder width apart and your core activated, put that broomstick in contact with your head, shoulder blades, and tailbone. Don't round your back or hunch your shoulders. Keeping your spine straight, hinge your hips until you feel that hamstring stretch, and then squeeze your glutes to stand tall. Hinge your hips and flex your knees in playing with your toes. Keep your core activated, chest up and eyes forward. Do not get caught back on your heels or let your weight slide to the inside corners of your feet. Keep your weight evenly distributed across all 4 corners of both feet. Start in athletic stance. Hinge your hips and flex your knees to sit into that low chair. Do not let your knees cave in. Keep your knees in plane with your toes as you squat. Press up, balanced across the front corners of both feet, slowly coming down. Start in athletic stance. Hinge hips and flex knees into squat. Keep your knees in plane with your toes as you load and explode. Don't cave your knees on extension or landing. Land softly, hinging your hips and flexing your knees to absorb the landing. Five soft, quick hops, and then hinge your hips and flex your knees into a squat. Absorb the ground through all 4 corners of both feet. Don't let your knees cave in. Keep your knees and toes in plane. As you hop, press the ground away evenly through the front corners of both feet and keep your core activated. Take a big step back. Keep your core and glutes activated the whole time. Do not let your knees cave in. Keep your knees and toes in plane. Keep your hips level and square. Push through the floor with all 4 corners of your front foot.
Our sprinter's march with a heel raise is exactly what it sounds like. We're just adding a heel raise onto our sprinter's march. So remember, we start in our single leg athletic stance, hip slightly hinged, knee flexed, back 2 corners of this heel raised, up into our sprinter's march, and then a heel raise at the top, hold, and control on the way down. Sprinter's march, heel raise. Let's switch sides. Athletic stance, heel lifted here, stabilize, drive the knee up onto all 5 toes, control the way down. Stabilize, drive, heel raise. And that's your sprinter's march with the heel raise.
With your core activated, hips hinged, and knee flexed, push the ground away through both front corners of your foot. Land softly, absorbing the ground with all 4 corners of your foot. Keep your hips level and square. Don't let your knee cave in. Keep your knees and toes in plane on takeoff and landing. Stabilize on all four corners of your foot. Absorb the ground on each landing. Switch sides. Keep your knees and toes in plane. Don't let your knee cave in. Maintain control of your center of gravity with your core activated the entire time. Wide stance, toes forward, chest up, core activated. Flex your squatting knee in plane with your toes. Do not let your knee cave in. Keep your other leg straight. Squeeze your glutes and push through the floor with all four corners of your foot. From a single leg stance, take a wide step. Don't let your squatting knee cave in. Keep your knee and toes in plane. Switch sides. Squeeze your glutes and press the ground away to come back to center. Keep your shoulders and hips level and square. And keep your core activated the whole time.
Start in single leg stance. Hinge your hips and flex your knees. Keep your core activated. Land softly on all four corners of your foot. Keep your hips level and square. Don't let your knee cave in. Keep your knee and toes in plane.
Our single leg lateral line hops. We're going to start in our single leg stance with our core activated, our chest up, and our glutes engaged. From here, my hips are going to be slightly hinged with that knee flexed, and I'm going to hop over the line, making sure I'm controlling my center of mass and staying nice and balanced. Now, when I'm doing this, I want to make sure I keep my knees and toes in the same plane. I don't want to collapse over this way, and I want to make sure I'm not slouching my back at the same time. I want to stay nice and tall. Going over, we're going to switch legs. Same exact thing on the other side. Staying nice and balanced the entire time. Keeping the knee and toe in the same plane. Last one. And those are our single leg lateral line hops.